Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ace Racing League Formula 3 race. I am your commentator, Halafi. We're just going to go through some information of these drivers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 information of the drivers here. The first one I'll start off is Stijn Prins, age 17, from the country of the Netherlands. His hobbies are field hockey, sports, watching F1, and motorsports, and gaming and sim racing. The other driver is Noah Snyder, age 15. He's a F1 fanatic. I've heard he's also a Formula 1 Ferrari fan as well, which is great because I am as well. His other hobbies are ice hockey at the hockey club Winterthur. Very difficult name to pronounce. I'm just trying to read these names as best as I can. Forgive me. The other driver is Maxime. He is 16 years old. He is from the Netherlands. His hobbies are gaming, racing, field hockey, and other sports. Our next driver is Imran Shaikh. He is 25 years old. He is from the UK. His hobbies are football, F1, snooker, sim racing, cleaning, and painting. I do not know what he means by cleaning, but everybody has his own business. Our last information of the driver is David. He is 18 years old, and apparently he loves playing basketball, but who could forget that he also loves sim racing. Our driver standings from previous races are Vladish at 50 points, Stijn Prins at 33 points, and P3 for Maxime Badidi at 30 points. The last results of the race were Vladish, Maxime Badidi at P2, P3 is next, P4 David, P5 Noah, P6 Step Unique, P7 Arno de Zwart, and P8, a very difficult name to pronounce, but I'm going to do my best. Excellent. XL Mister. What a time to be alive to find these names around the world. Oké. Dus ik moet even de mensen naar interview trekken. Hello, Arno. My name is Sam Halafi. We're just going to do some interviewing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
So tell me about the day. How excited are you for the race?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's the third race of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good first race, so I really don't know what's gonna happen today.
You're just going at it. You're just going full James Hunt as in 1976. He just gets in the car and goes at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So you just had some practicing. Can you tell us something about that?
I just started practicing actually today, so I didn't have that much. I'm also not as fast as the most of the other people. But
Well, everybody has
yeah,
their own. Everybody has
just
their
gonna
own
race
talent.
and see how it goes.
Right. Which is thank you very much. Is there anything you would like to add?
No, it is about it. Thank you.
Right. Well, good luck today.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello, Noah. We're just going to do some interviewing.
Hello.
Hello. So, well, can you tell us something about the practicing you just had?
Yeah, it was pretty good, I think. The car feels good. Like last weekend, I had a pretty decent last weekend, so I'm very looking forward to the race and to the qualifying.
Right. Can you tell us something about the grip, where it's at, and how are the corners feeling? Is it difficult to go through turn 11 and 12?
Yeah, turn 11 and 12 are pretty special because they're 12 is Sach's corner. It's a difficult corner because it opens up at the exit, so you have to get a good entry, so you have carry as much speed as, to the exit. And turn 10 is like very banked to the right, so you can like lean the car in.
Yes, I can imagine. Is it difficult to get the tires up to temperature in this race?
Yeah, it's because in the last sector the track is so like leaning into each other like the other corners, so
Hmm.
it's very difficult to keep the tires on the same temperature, and yeah, it's pretty difficult at start too because the track was very green at the start of the practice, and then we had some
Hmm.
troubles, but now it should be all fine.
Right. Well, I wish you the best of luck and thank you very much.
Thank you. You too.
Terug in de
Yes.
Right. If I can just see some screen coverage, I can also commentate. Ah, here we are. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 20 minutes of qualifying. All 10 drivers are lined up. And here we see some onboard footage of Max and Buddy. Some few drivers are already on the grid. They're just trying to get them tires up to temperature and feeling where the cars are at. We've also can see there is a bit of racing going on, just like Fernando Alonso and Kevin Magnussen in Japan. Excuse me, I'm in Monza. You can see some onboard from Arno de Zwart, getting very long into the parabolica, which is a very long left. Which is a long straight at the end of Parabolica. Very hard on the brakes. Ooh, he got some lockup. Oh, and he spins, but he still catches it. Very good driving from Arnold as well. What I was about to say is that the exit of the hairpin is very difficult because there is basically almost no aerodynamic grip. It's all just mechanical grip. Drivers are now entering the last sector, which is turn 11. After a long straight, you get turn 11, which is a very hard right, which is getting on the curbs, but still manages to get it on there. Let's just go over the times. Maxime Badidi is at 1 minute 31.630. Right behind him is a 1:31.653 from Vladislav Modelienko. Behind that is Amin Zaer, which is a 1:33.381. They've locked up his wheels over there. Behind that is Imran Sair at 1:34.660. Harrison Miller at 1:34.772. Noah Schneider at a 1:44.254. Maybe his tires weren't warmed up there. All at the back at P7 is... Oh, we got someone going off the track! We have someone go off track. I did not see that coming. Probably some mechanical failure or something went very wrong. Drivers are stopping and spawning back to the grid. We can see Maxime Badidi getting at the end of the straight after the Parabolica. Just get these track layout right in front of me. He's currently entering the last sector, getting onto the straight before turn 11 mobile. It's a very hard right. It's basically just 90 degrees. Getting very late on the brakes into the difficult part of turn 12 called Sachs, and turn 13 followed by turn 14, which is basically flat hard but not too hard on the brakes, just leading the car in there, and then full power at turn 16 onto the pit straight. I am very looking forward to this, and he puts down a 1 minute 31.047. Vladislav Modelinko just put down a 1:39.88. Oh, and he still catches it. This is racing where it is at, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not excited as I am, I don't know what kind of drugs you are taking. Right, that was one of the greatest saves I've ever seen in sim racing. Could you imagine this being on bloody Assetto Corsa? Could you imagine putting this man in a real life Formula 3 car? Can getting at the exit of turn 16. What is Noah Schneider going to put down? He puts down a 1:31.113. He upped his game by almost 10 seconds. Noah Schneider really going at it at this point. Got some onboard footage and now some outside footage as well. Getting very late on the brakes. Is he going to overcook it? No. Very. Oh, and he done it. He has cooked this brake and overdone it. Oh my god, Noah Schneider, what are you doing? And these drivers is going by at unbelievable speeds. And here we have Amin Zaire, the number 4 driver. Maxime Badidi, what is he going to put down? What's going to happen? Oh, it's going to stay at 1:33.047. Ooh, that was a very good entrance of turn 1. Is he going to get it at the end of turn 2? Ooh, oversteer! What kind of mid-light club oversteer is this? This is just Tokyo Drift all over again. Oh, apparently he stops. And he is back on the straights. I guess these drivers just restart whenever they screw up their lap times. On board with and outside with Imran Shaikh. Going along at the end of the last few corners of this track. Getting on for a flying lap. What's going to happen? Or is this lap now going to start off? Imran Shaikh goes to a 1:32.92. Ooh, getting very wide on turn 1. I am very excited to see what is going to happen because that entrance was very good. Bit of understeer over there, but that doesn't matter. Oh no! Oh, hit the wall! Imran Shaikh hit the wall! Ladies and gentlemen, Imran Shaikh is hitting the wall as hard as you can hit your meat. He's probably going to respawn at the pits. In a few seconds. There we have it. He is restarted at the pits. And here we see some coverage of Harrison Miller. He's got 2 cars behind him. Maybe they won't be taking advantage of some slipstream because they're definitely in his dirty air. Getting in the entrance of turn 12. Up into turn 12 right now. Very long left-hander, which is basically just an... Oh! Harrison Miller! Harrison Miller is off! He is off. And he is off into the gravel trap as well. He's going to be respawning in the pits as we can see right now. Noah Schneider coming along. What's it going to happen? Is it a 1... Noah Schneider is at a 1:34.113. Noah Schneider getting very quick into turn 1. Here we can see some follow-up footage of Noah Schneider coming along in turn 2 and 3, which are very difficult to have because after turn 2 and 3 we've got the very long and famous Parabolica, which is a very long left-hander. He might be having an advantage here because of the car in front, because he can use his slipstream. Is it going to happen? Maybe we can even see an overtake at this point. Very hard on the brakes into turn 6, and he gets the power down very well. Maybe this car in front is pulling away, but we can surely see Noah Schneider is doing his absolute and foremost best for this. Getting in now into turn 11. Up into... Oh, excuse me very much, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, I have not been looking at the screen too much. Oh. Here we have him going into turn 11. Ooh, almost overcooked it. Very narrow part of the track here. You've really got to do your best to get the power down here, because after that you have turn 13 and 14, which just opens up, and then you have to get not too hard but not too late on the brakes. Very late braking indeed. Ooh, getting on the curves. This is going to hurt his lap time. What is it going to happen? What's it going to happen? What's it going to be? Noah Schneider does not improve on his lap time. Very shame. Which is a big shame. Maybe the next driver will have a better chance to improve his lap time. On board with Vladislav Muchilenko, which is the provisional pole sitter at the moment. It's a 1:36.8. What's it going to happen? Is he going to improve his lap time? Oh! Did he stop by the racetrack? He stopped by it. Oh, he wants to repit again. Huh. Apparently there's some strategy going on of the drivers stopping in the middle of the racetrack and pitting so they can restart that. Oh, David Letts very hard into the wall. Getting on the grass. That's what happened when you get your car on the grass. Player X has been disconnected from the server. I do not know what just happened there. Maybe some power outage or anything like that. You still have got 11 minutes of qualifying left. He's coming back at it at turn 12, which is a very long hairpin. Getting into turn 13 and 14. Hard on the brakes for turn 15. And ooh, we saw a little squiggle. He's going at it for turn 16. Coming at it, what is it going to be? Imran Shaikh. Still does not improve, but it still has a beautiful P4 spot at 133.727. My screen has just gone dark, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay with me. Oh, and here we can see Iman Zaire stopping along to get pitted again. Noah Schneider coming along again for a flyer of a lap, getting into the first turn. You can absolutely not fathom the speed of these things. Ooh, bit of Spain. Ooh, gets a tank slapper, but he still catches it on. Very good driving by Noah Schneider, a Swiss boy who is absolutely determined in this lap. I think we will see a very good improvement of lap times right now from Noah Schneider. Coming at almost the end of the Parabolica, bit of a straight there. Turn 6 is a very difficult hairpin, as I said before. Spit of flame from the car, hard on the brakes, leans it in. Ooh, that was done very clean, saved it, but not too far. Getting along up to turn 7, which is a very hard right-hander. And turn 8, which is right now very, very sharp left-hander, which is basically just a 90-degree turn. Into turn 9 and 10. And exits as he enters another straight. If this was Formula 1, this would be a very beautiful DRS zone. You would see some amazing overtaking. Very, very narrow part of the track right here. Turn 12 absolutely gets the grip on, bang on, not even a hint of understeer or oversteer. That was right on the edge at the end of the last few turns. Ooh, don't get it on the curbs now. Yes, good boy, Noah Schneider. Is he going to improve? I think he will improve. I think he will improve. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see it now. Does not improve. Oh my God. He has a lot of work on his hands to do. No, it's not a P7 right now. P1 provisional pole for Vladislav Muchilienko, which is a 136.80. Player Steinprinz has been disconnected from the server. Ladies and gentlemen, people are leaving. I think they have just done enough and think it's over and might re-enter after we start with the race. But here we can see now the provisional pole sitter Vladislav Muchilienko defending his pole position. I do not know how this man does it. I would love to learn a lot from him. Getting almost very wide over there, but still manages to get the track very cleanly and good. Coming along at the end of the Parabolica, which still has a little straight. And here we can see into the brake zone, very hard on the brakes indeed. Spit of flame as he downshifts, getting into the hairpin very, very well. Jackie Stewart always said, fast, slow in, fast out. And that's exactly not what he did. He just got fast in and fast out. This man has no fear at all. Getting in now into the middle sector, at the end of the middle sector, excuse me very much. Here we have him entering the last sector of the circuit. Is it going to happen? Is he going to improve his pole position? Oh, almost getting on a gravel into the narrow part of the circuit, into turn 12, Schachs, and into a small stretch of road after you get into turn 13 and 14, which are flatly done. Getting very late on the brakes as he does, but almost gets a tank slapper over there, but corrects it very neatly, gets on the curbs. Is it going to happen? Is he going to improve his time, ladies and gentlemen? No, he does not. I am promising you people way too much, but this man has a lot on his hands. I hope he just does very well into the race. Amin Zaire back into the pits. Is he going to exit any moment now, or is he still having a sip of his juice? In front of him starts... I have no idea who that is. On board with David Leitz, and ooh, that is a beautiful color scheme of the car itself. Has a black and yellow theme going on, and and he goes off, Oh, you've got a bit of rallycross going over there. I think it will respawn into the pits in any moment now. Yes, he does. He just stops the car and just hopes to be respawned into the pits, I imagine. On board with Maxime Badidi, which is P2 provision. He is the one fighting for that pole position, because in Hockenheim you just really want to have that pole position so you can get the best start. In front you can see David Leitz in the other car. Maybe he can have an advantage over here if he can catch up with him. Almost goes wide into turn 1. If you can catch up behind the car, you can use the slipstream for absolutely great straight line racing, which will indeed help into the fight for that pole position. David Leitz just pulling away. He's just going at it right now. David Leitz is at a 132.754. Here is a follow-up camera of Maxime Badidi just to show how... Ooh, overcooks it, and he goes wide, but still manages to keep it on. I think he'll just stop right now to be respawned at the pits. Yes, he's pulling along the side of the road just so he can signal to the simulator that he wants to be respawned at the pits. On board with David Leitz, coming into almost the last few sectors of the race. Yes, here we go, into the last few sectors. Ooh, he does love an oversteering car, just like Lewis Hamilton. Right now, into turn 12, which is Sachs almost getting the power too much, and he does not. What a great driver. Into turn 13 and 14, up into 15. Getting it not on the curbs, turn 16. What's going to happen? Is he going to improve in his time? No, he does not. But he is on that P4 mark. This is not bad at all. Right, Arnaud de Zwart. Is he going to improve his lap time of a 135.023? I hope he does. Otherwise, he'll have a lot to do during the race. Ooh, gets it on the curbs. Oh, he's going to have a very difficult time of improving that. And here we go. Starting off our flying lap. Into the turn 1, Nord Curve with some onboard footage. If we can get some outside footage as well, that is great. Here we can see him coming up to turn 2, which is a very hard right-hander, basically 90 degrees, which just opens up into turn 3 and 4, which you can actually take flat out in a Formula 3 car. Coming up now into the straight of the Parabolica, and turn 5 coming along right now as we almost get into turn 6. Any minute now, into the braking zone right now as a spit of flame comes from that mighty engine, and he gets the power down very, very well. Apparently he is off by half a second right now, but you can take up that time in the turns. Coming now into turn 7, which is taken flat, very hard braking into turn 8 and opens up into 9 and 10. Which then gives you... Ooh, and he overdone it! He's overdone it! Arnaud de Zwart is off. He'll be respawning any minute now if he chooses to be back into the pits and try another flying lap. Oh my god, this track is just unforgiving. Very unforgiving indeed. Arnaud de Zwart has a lot on his hands to do. Back on board with the mighty Stijn Prince. He is 1 second off his pace. This is presumably because he maybe in his first qualifying attempt had a car in front of him which gave him a slipstream. 2 minutes left of qualifying. Is it going to stay Vladislav Muchilenko on pole position or Maxime Badidi on P1? Who's it going to be? Or is Stijn Prince maybe going to put down an amazing lap and just scoop down 2 positions for that sweet, sweet pole position? Right now coming along to turn 8, very late braking indeed, but then gets it very beautifully into turn 8 and turn 9 and 10. If only this man knew what fear was. Getting into the last few corners right now. in. Ooh, gets on the gravel, but does not pick up too much, so his tires is not dirty. Very narrow part right here. Gets it along very cleanly and well into turn 13 and 14. Brake into turn 15 for the pit straight. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is he going to improve his lap time? Let's see the screen. 1 minute left of qualifying. This has to be his flyer lap of the day. Is he going to go for pole position or not? He's got to do his absolute best for now. Coming along now into the right-hander, which opens up into turn 3 and 4. I do really hope that this man can scoop up a position, if at least just 1 or 2. Coming up now to the turn 5 Parabolica, which afterwards turns into a very, very hard late braking zone. And oh my god, he brakes very, very late, but wow, he still gets it on quite well. Bit of a tank slapper out of the exit of the hairpin. He is really done with it. He really wants that pole position. Coming up to turn 7, which he takes absolutely flat, as you can hear from that engine. Getting on the brakes very, very late into turn 8. Then afterwards into turn 9 and 10, which then gives him another straight. Just listen to that engine brake in, taking turn 11 flat. Oh my god, gets on the gravel. He has no fear at all. Very hard on the brakes into turn 12. Schachs into turn 13 and 14. Is it going to happen? Is Stijn Prins going to take pole position? Vladislav is on pole position right now. Is it going to be? He gets into the pits. He's given up. His time was over. Ladies and gentlemen, Vladislav Mutilenko on pole position with a 130.615. Maxim Badidi on 131.03. Stijn Prins on a beautiful P3 on 131.984. David Lelz on a 132.342. Noah Schneider on a 132.673. Amin Zaire on a 132.795. Imran Shaikh on a 133.194. Harrison Miller on a 134.48. Arnaud de Zwart on a 135.023. As we just take a moment of rest before we can start off with the race. Here we have it. These are the 10 drivers who will be partaking in the race, as we can see right here. On pole position, Vladislav Puchilenko at P1, Maxim Badidi P2, Stijn Prins on P3. Who is it going to happen? You never know at this track. As we can see, we've got a little countdown for 10 seconds before the race starts. Countdown of 1 minute before the race start. We've got 25 laps before the race starts. Could you imagine the tension these men have on their hands? Everyone wants to be the fastest. Only one man is going to walk away with that P1 today. Here we can see the lights. It's going to happen any moment now, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourselves for the race start. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, 6 lights. Lights out, and away we go. Great start from Vladislav Mochilenko, and he almost gets a tank slapper, but he still manages to get that power on track. of my screen got blacked down. Oh my god, Steinprinz is still in P3, defending. Oh, almost gets overtaken by David Leitz. Is it going to happen? Is he going to get a tanks dive bomb through the inside? No, defends very, very well on the outside. Maybe we're going to see some overtaking into the Parabolica. He is on the inside. He might manage. David Leitz pulls out in front of him. He's trying to... Oh my god, David Leitz is off. David Leitz is off of the race. He is out. Takes so long. Other drivers with him. Steinprinz takes off and takes P5 for now, but it's going to change any moment now. Ooh, going very wide as well is... We can't see who that is. We can't see yet. Maxim Badidi still in P2 very comfortably. P1 for Vladislav Muchilenko, but he has a lot of things on his hands to stay in front of Maxim Badidi because he really wants that. Maxim Badidi is off! Vladislav Muchilenko is off! Oh no, excuse me, I'm terribly sorry. Maxim Badidi is off. He is now P5, but still is defending his title and defending his position, as you can see here. Oh my god, Axis Hami, which we haven't even seen in qualifying, is now leading the race. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an entirely new formation as we had from qualifying. As you can see, qualifying does give you an advantage, but only if you can keep it for so long. Oh, excuse me very much. Apparently, Maxis was just being a lapped person. We've got a penalty. Controls are locked for 22 seconds. Vladislav Muchilenko is still on P1. Steinprinz on P2. Imran Shaikh on P3. Arnold as well P4. Maxim Badidi P5. Harrison Miller P6. Noah Schneider P7. David Lelz on P8. Virtual safety car. Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard. Virtual safety car means that they have to keep on a delta, basically putting your car on cruise control for the moment and maintaining the distance we have in front with the driver in front and in rear. No overtaking at all. You can see the drivers weaving their cars. Somebody has just gone off over there, but that is just because the drivers want to keep the temperatures into their tires, so they can get the absolute most grip of their cars. Bit of twitching by Harrison Miller just to get those brakes and tires up to temperature. He is just understeering that car very wildly, Vladislav Muchilenko, just to get that temperature in his wheels. We are racing again, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are racing again. Yes, we are. Vladislav Muchilenko trying to pull away from Steinprinz. He is pulling away with that car. Absolutely brilliant drive. He almost overcooked it over there, but still manages to keep it on. I think we can see an overtake at the rear. Right here. This is where it's at. Ooh, understeers very wide into turn one. Imran Shaikh trying to get along with Steinprinz. Is he going to dive bomb through like a Daniel Ricciardo through there? No, he does not, but this is very close racing, everyone. Ooh, almost overcooks it. Gets a tank slapper over there. The midfield at the moment is trying their best to get at least every point they can. Harrison Miller and Noah Schneider just switched positions. It is a very close race between these two gentlemen. We can see them going very hard into the Parabolica. Getting hard on those brakes into the hairpin, maybe. And oh my god, we can almost see Noah Schneider behind him as David Lelz almost getting a dive bomb through the inside, but still manages to maintain his position. Noah Schneider does. Did we just see one of the most beautiful overtakes yet, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, we did. Steinprinz overtook. Is he going to maintain his lead? Oh my god, 3 wide into I do not know what turn that is, but that was amazing. He is just pulling away. Maxim Badidi pulling away, but Steinprinz does not give up. We can see an onboard footage of the Steinprinz almost getting... Oh, overcooked it, and he's on the gravel. But he's still... Oh my god. Steinprinz just lost 1, 2, 3 positions over there into turn 15 and 16, as we can still get back on the pitch straight. Full power right now. Maybe we can see an overtake from Arno de Zwart right there into the slipstream of Imran Shaikh into turn 1. Oh my god, you do not want to be in someone's slipstream in a turn because there is no downforce at all. Get hard, and that turn 3, exiting into turn 4, afterwards getting into the... Oh my god, Arno de Zwart is about to be overtaken by Steinprinz! Overtaken by Steinprinz, very, very beautifully done. What a man he is, ladies and gentlemen. That was a beautiful overtake, but is it going to happen again? Is it going to happen again? Is probably Arno de Zwart, is he going to defend his position? Ooh, that was very close, but we might see another overtake right now because basically he's just right on his hill, getting that sweet, sweet slipstream. Is he going to dive on through the inside? Very late braking. Very brave braking. Unbelievable braking, but still gets overtaken by Steinprinz. Arno de Zwart. What a brave, brave man. Getting along now. Oh my god. Steinprinz is just pulling away. Arno de Zwart must have done a terrible mistake over there. He has a lot on his hands to get that position back. Vladislav Mochilenko is just pulling away at this moment. We are on lap 5 of this race starting now. We still got 20 laps of the race left. Ooh, very beautifully done. Ooh, almost overcooks it. Almost overdoes it. Oh, getting on the grass. You do not want to be on the grass because the difference between grass and tarmac on a racetrack is like getting from ice onto rubber. Getting along now into Parabolica. He is just defending his position. He has no trouble at all. Steinprinz, back to Steinprinz and Imran Shaikh. He's going to go for an overtake. He's in his slipstream. He's going to get closer. Almost gets it very hard on that bumper. Steinprinz is going to go for the inside of the exit of the Parabolica into turn 6. Is he going to do it? Yes, he does, ladies and gentlemen. Steinprinz gets along into P3, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not over yet. Imran Shaikh still in the slipstream. Is Imran Shaikh going to go to the inside? Unbelievable racing. Imran Shaikh not giving up on his position. He really wants that point. Oh my god, then they made contact! Steinprinz has spinned. Imran Shaikh is in front in P3. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never witnessed that much excitement in a race, and I have watched basically all my life Formula 1. Steinprinz has a lot on his hands now. He's getting a bit of pressure through Noah Schneider. Here we can see Arno de Zwart just pitted right there for some fresh new rubber, and he's going to exit now. Arno de Zwart is in P8. He has a lot on his hands, but he still has that fresh rubber. Still, other drivers did not pit yet. Other drivers do have to pit, and Vladislav, oh my god, Arno de Zwart on that fresh rubber. You just get overtaken any moment now. He just has no grip at all. He still had to heat up those tires. What a shame, Arno de Zwart. What a shame. He right now has a 50-second delta. Noah Schneider into P5, as we can see here from the outside coverage. Getting along now. He still has a around a 1.2 gap between Steinprinz. Maybe in the braking he'll get a bit closer to Steinprinz any moment now. Let's go through there, and overtakes. And has overtaken by a wide margin. Apparently these drivers are just trying to... If we can get some coverage of... Oh my god, what just happened there? There appears to be some very close racing between P4 and P5 of Steinprinz and Noah Schneider. If we can get some coverage of that, that would be absolutely beautiful. Iman Zaire on P8. There we have it. Noah Schneider Oh my god! Noah Schneider is off! Noah Schneider off! Hits the wall! Is almost just unbelievable. Noah Schneider is off and hits the wall very hard. He has to pit. Did he go in for that, or did he do another Lewis Hamilton in Hockenheim as well? In, and just exit out. Stijn Prince giving some pressure on Imran Shaikh in P3. Getting along there into the right-hander, down into the left-hander. Exiting into P5, turn 5 for that sweet slipstream. Is he going to dive on just like Daniel Ricciardo did in China last year? I think not. There is a half a second gap between these two drivers, but as you can see, these drivers are going at absolutely mental speeds. This just appears they are miles away. Here he comes. He's getting some of that slipstream out of the exit of turn 6. On board with Stijn Prince now. Ooh, a bit of a lock-up of Imran Shaikh. Getting into the turns. He still has some... getting on those curves. He is really pushing it. He is testing himself unbelievably. Here comes now into turn 15 and into turn 16. They are very close indeed, these two drivers. If you can see some onboard footage, he's going to get into a slipstream, getting very close, and some just 2/10ths of a second between these drivers. He's going wide, but he still catches it. He's going into his slipstream. Is it going to happen? He's going to go from the inside, but he is too far. Getting on a braking in the inside. Is it going to happen? Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most exciting moments in my life. He's still on the outside, does not make it maybe through the entrance of the hairpin at the exit of the Parabolica. Oh, he's going to go through the slipstream. Is it going to happen? Go through the outside. Come on. Overtakes Imran Shaikh, and Imran Shaikh is not going to yield. He's going to go through the inside and again overcooks it. Takes P3 for that podium spot. Stijn Prince, I salute you, my man. Very close racing indeed. Into the right-hander, after which you get a very long left, which just opens up into another few corners. But the important thing is he going to save his tires and just do the wise thing, or is he just going to go for the full Valtteri Bottas and just not give a damn about anything at all? Vladislav Mochilenko still leading the race, as we can see here. We are on lap 9 of the race, still just a handful of laps left. I'm way too excited to do the math for you. I am very sorry. Excuse me. Still 16 laps before the end of the race. Is it going to see any difference between these few drivers or not? Amin Zaire in P8 very comfortably. He has a 40-second gap in front of the with the driver in front, which is David Leitz. He's trying his very best to at least stay and have a constant speed between the other drivers, and of course on his lap times. Arnold as well, getting into the hairpin. Ooh, overdoes it, but he still has a 3-second gap in between Amin Zaire and P8. You really would just want to do your best to get every point possible in this sport. In position 9, we see Arno de Zwart getting along there through the left-hander, opening up into the right and left-hander again. It appears there is a Imran Shaikh and Stijn Prince still going at it between them two. If you can see some coverage between those two. As we can see, he still has a 2-second gap between Stijn Prince and himself. You can see just Stijn Prince just taking off into the distance and leaving Imran Shaikh behind. Back to Amin Zaire and Arno de Zwart. As we can see now, they're only having a 3-second gap between the other drivers, just like Stijn Prins and Imran Shahir. Ooh, is he gonna have a little tank slapper through there? He does not. What a brilliant, brilliant driver that man is. We can see some later braking and some bravery if he wants to catch up with Amin Zaire. He still has a fairly comfortable gap between the two drivers. You can absolutely see he really wants to go for that position, but he overcooks his brakes and takes that turn way too wide. Oh my giddy aunt, he still has a lot to do to catch up with that man. Very flat through the right-hander, a bit of downshift, upshifting through there, into the brakes, turning very hardly left, opens up into a right-hander, then a left-hander again. Just going full throttle at it and not giving a damn. Every driver wants to have that position. Coming up now into lap 11 of the race. You see that Arno de Zwart is actually building up his gap, or actually reducing his gap between Arno de Zwart and Amin Zaire. He really wants to get closer to that man. Maybe we can see in the next few corners he will get closer and might overtake him into the Parabolica. But you never know. Getting along hard into turn 1. Ooh, gets it on the grass, but still has it fairly under control. Very late braking indeed into turn 3, 4. Coming up now into the Parabolica. We're down to 1.6 gap. Just a lap ago, we had a 3-second gap. Arno de Zwart is not giving up. I bet he's sweating very, very much indeed. Doing his absolute best to just get as close as possible. Ooh, it's going to be a close one. We're down back again up to a 1.6 second gap. Getting very close. Into the right-hander, into the very narrow part of the track. Getting it powered down right over there is very, very difficult, ladies and gentlemen. Into the right-hander, basically flat through there. What a brilliant man. He has a lot on his hands to do. I think we've just seen a spin of Maxime Baridi because he had a 2-second gap between Vladislav Mucilenko. Oh my god, Maxime Baridi back into the pits. Oh, I see. He just pitted. I am terribly sorry. I just made some assumptions. Maxime Baridi in P4. He has a lot on his hands to just retake that lead. On that fresh rubber, are we going to see a different story again as the other drivers who just smash too late on the brakes and just overcook their brakes and just leave that fresh rubber to just shrivel up and just brake lock and understeer into the corners? But Maxime Baridi apparently has everything under control. We can see some pit strategies unfold in a few seconds. Imran Shahir and Stijn Prins still having a 3-second and 4-second gap between the other two drivers. Maxime Baridi does a very good job of keeping that rubber up to temperature and doing his best to keep it as well. Vladislav Mucilenko still in the lead of the race. Gets very close to his pole position lap as well. It's a 131.755 and his pole position was a 130? Being on a 130.6 something, being that close to a pole position lap is very, very good. Especially in your race because you have way more fuel in your car and you have a lot less time to be thinking about other stuff than just getting faster there. You've got drivers behind you and everything. Arno de Zwart goes wide and is into the wall. Oh my god. Oh my giddy aunt. Overtaken by a back marker. Or should I say that was probably Imazir. Maxime Baridi getting very close. What a man. He just caught up with the other drivers as well. He's getting into a gap of 0.8 seconds. He overcooks his brakes. Imran Shahir still doing his best to actually keep in that position. But Maxime Baridi really wants to get closer. We are down to half a second. He's going to get into his slipstream down on the Parabolica, getting very wide indeed, but he really wants that inside line of the race corner, as you can actually defend your position over there. Getting at the end of the straight, very, very late on the brake. Is it going to go through the outside? I think no. Bit of brake lock, going side to side with Imran Shaikh. Ooh, a bit of defensive driving over there from Imran Shaikh, but Maxime Badidi still goes through the inside. Is it going to happen? He does, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, he does not. I am very sorry. Going through. Oh, and they make contact. Maxime Badidi off, but gets back on. Oh my Gideons, they are off. They are off, ladies and gentlemen, but they are still there and racing. That is probably a penalty worth because they make contact. Yeah, there was a Charlie Whiting with us. May you rest in peace. Now, Maxime Badidi has a 6-second gap between Stijn Prins in front. Imran Shaikh has a 1.5 second gap. Stijn Prins comes inside to pit. Maybe we can see as well some tyre changes as well from the pit mechanics. He's just been overtaken by Imran Shaikh. Maybe you don't see the animation probably during a race and a live stream as well, but he is on fresh tyres. Ooh, he has a lot on his hands. He's down to P4 from P2. Is he going to very closely with... Is that Noah Schneider? That is Noah Schneider, ladies and gentlemen, going through the outside, but still does not make it. He goes... Noah Schneider trying to get into his slipstream. Is it going to happen? He's getting closer and closer. By the second, it's down to 2 seconds. 1/10 of a second. Very close. He touches the bumper, go through the inside. And is he going to overtake? You got to brake as late as possible. Is Stijn Prins going to overtake him? Yes, he does by late braking and bravery as well. But Noah Schneider still gets it on the inside, gets close to that bumper, almost loses his front wing. He's still in his slipstream. Is he going to throw to the inside of turn 7? Yes, he does, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, they make contact. I do not know what's going to happen after this. Are they both going to come off and hit the wall, or... Well, apparently they do not. In the background, we can see some driver getting it too wide, maybe trying to join the party, but does not succeed to. Getting into a slipstream, very, very late braking into the left-hander. And Noah Schneider just does not want to give up that position to Stijn Prins. He really wants to fight back for it. But Stijn Prins also does not want to be known as the one who did not make the podium. Coming along now, up to 10 laps left of the race. We are now in lap 15 of the Hockenheim Grand Prix. Is it going to happen right now? Ooh, gets very close. A bit of grass coming up. Noah Schneider is off. Noah Schneider is off and hits the wall. He has lost the battle, ladies and gentlemen. Mind you, this is just a simulation race right here. If this was a real race, Noah Schneider would have bought a visit to the physician he has. On board of Vladislav Mushlienko, still leading the race perfectly fine and well, gets it very cleanly. He is just enjoying life at the moment. I think he is actually listening to music in the Dallara. I just noticed now that I can call the cars by their names, and I shall be doing so from now on. Background, we can see Maxime Badidi having a 4-second gap between the race leader. Ooh, gets it wide through there, but maybe he's been doing that all the time just to get as far as possible from the field, from the rest of the field. Imran Shaikh into the pits, as we can see right here. Arnaud as well, also coming into the pits to get some fresh rubber. Ooh, I think that is a problem. Imran Shaikh exiting the pits right now. He is getting on that fresh rubber in the Dallara. very hard braking into turn 3 and 4. Noah Schneider coming into just exiting the pits, I imagine. And on fresh rubber he goes. Harrison Miller and Noah Schneider still have a 1. Oh my giddy aunt, I did not notice that. Harrison Miller fairly up close with Noah Schneider. Getting very close indeed. You can just see those cars just bouncing around with the suspension. You can see that this is an absolutely amazing simulation. Is he going to have some dirty air at the moment? That's just going to slow him down. Ooh, gets it very close through the inside. Is it going to go through the inside? Ooh, touches the rear bumper of Noah Schneider, but still wants to hang on through that position. Up he goes into turn 7. Very hard right, left. Then in the Dallara is Harrison Miller. Oh my god, Noah Schneider just locking up through there, but still goes full throttle. Full throttle, excuse my language. We really have a battle on our hands right now. Harrison Miller just trying half a second gap between Noah Schneider. Are we going to see an overtake? Maybe in the pit straight, if he can keep it as close as possible into turn 15 and 16. And at the exit, if his exit is great, we can see an overtake on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Getting close into that slipstream. Does not make it, but still hard into turn 1. Absolutely determined to get that position from Noah Schneider. There's some outside footage of that. Noah Harrison Miller just not wanting to give up. Right-hander down into the left-hander. Right now into the Parabolica, the very long left-hander. We might see an overtake at the hairpin. We just don't know, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 1.34 gap between the two drivers. Maybe between the braking zone. Oh my god, spit of flame from the Dallara comes in and overdoes it. Very shameful indeed, but still has some amazing work to do to get up close with Noah Schneider. On board with Noah Schneider, getting on the left-hander, as we can see over there. We still got 7 laps of the race left. But you might never know. Maybe Vladislav Muchilenko might overdo it and hit a wall, or his fresh new rubber might just blister and give an end to his amazing lead. Now here we can see Steinprinz battling for that podium position. He really wants to get those points to win the championship. We can see Harrison Miller and Noah Schneider getting very close, up to a second between the two drivers. We might see an overtake any second now. These two drivers are still going very hard at it. Harrison Miller in the Dallara F31.7. Sounds like a bloody fighter pilot at this moment. Harrison Miller in the F31.7. through the braking zone. Getting very late on the brakes, but still manages to get it very clean. Up to half a second gap between the two drivers. What an amazing man. He is really going for it into the turn 7, which is a very flat corner. Getting a bit on the grass over there as he kicks up some dirt. Into the very long left-hander, which is basically a 90-degree turn, as I've mentioned probably a few million times by now. He really wants to get up close before he can get into his slipstream and go for the overtake. We have some rear view and now some outside view from the two drivers. Harrison Miller getting up close with Noah Schneider. Oh my god. Did he just overtake? Oh my god! Noah Schneider and Harrison Miller are off. Harrison Miller off. Harrison Miller is off. And he has just thrown away everything that he's been building up for. Loses another position. Oh my giddy aunt. Noah Schneider, how the bloody hell did you walk away from that? If I can see the replay, sadly we can't see any replays, but that was absolutely brilliant. It's quite lovely. We can see a little mouse over there. And it's gone. Vladislav Mitchenko still leading the race. He's at 20 laps. We still have 4 laps to go. Oh my giddy aunt. He's getting up. Maxime Badidi getting up close with the race leader. What is this, ladies and gentlemen? We might see a battle for the lead, which sometimes is one of the most exciting points of an entire race. I should point out that it's actually a moment, not a point. I think he just shut off his music and really wants to concentrate right now to pull away from Maxime Badidi. Ooh, gets it wide over there and probably has just lost his gap, but it's still at 8 seconds from Vladislav Mochilenko. I have still no idea. Oh my god, we have got some traffic in front of us. Ooh, still goes off again. He might go in for some fresh new brakes, fresh new tires. Might be a tire problem. Gets overtaken. Overtakes a back marker. I do want to point out that I have no idea what Axis Hami is doing. Anyway, moving on. Still 3 laps to... Okay. That is our cameraman and spectator Shamal, as I want to point out. And he obviously is not partaking into the race. Harrison Miller pits, gets his tyres changed. And is off any second now. Here we... Is he retired? Did he just retire? Harrison Miller just retired from the race. Ladies and gentlemen, we just saw Harrison Miller retire from the race. That is a very big moment. Because he just gave away all his positions. Vladislav Mochilenko is still leading the race, but still has some traffic in front of him. If he hits one of those back markers, his entire race is over. Good thinking by the back marker to just give the race leader his position and just let him cleanly get overtaken by Vladislav Mochilenko. Turn 2, spit of flame from the engine into turn 3 and 4. Amazing driving by Vladislav Mochilenko. I would love to know what he had for breakfast. Probably porridge, just like Valtteri Bottas. Maxim Badidi still having his very last efforts to at least come close to Vladislav Muchilenko. But we still have 3 laps left of the race, including the 25th lap. 25th lap of the race is still counted in, as I want to point out. Steinprinz comfortably in that P3 position, but still gets a little visit from, I don't know, let's see, is that a back marker? That is a back marker over there. Oh, Harrison still has entered the race. Apparently he just still wants to finish the race and just doesn't want to go down without any dignity. Just have some respect on his name and finish the race itself. Imran Shaikh comfortably in P4, nothing to worry about in front or in his rear mirror. Ooh, bits of sluggishness over there. I think we still want to enter our second to last lap of the race in any moment now. Noah Schneider, P5 comfortably. Apparently everyone is comfortably alone in every spot at the moment. This race would have been I'm sorry to say, but this race would have been a bit more exciting if there were other drivers as well. But sadly enough, I am very happy that this race was unfolding quite happily as it was. David Leltz getting a bit sluggish over there, but still manages to correct himself. Getting hard on the left-hander, again into the right-hander as well. I've been calling this man David Leitz and David Leltz. I want to interview in a minute. Oh my god, David Leltz goes off! He is off! He is off! But gets overtaken by a back marker, but he just overcooked it too much over there. As we enter our last lap of the race. We are in our last lap of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have on board Vladislav Muchilenko getting very, very hard into the last lap. We've got some onboard footage right now. Getting hard into the right-hander of turn 3, turn 4, as he exits into turn 5. Very long left-hander of the Parabolica. We really would have wanted to see a battle between the first position between Maxim Badidi and Vladislav Muchilenko, but sadly enough, Maxim did not deliver, but still respectable pace. Getting hard into the hairpin. Really does not want to make afford any mistake that he loses that beautiful position that he has been defending. Getting hard left, exiting right there into the left and right hander again. Up into turn 11, which is taken flat when he gets to the very narrow part, which then breaks very deeply into turn 13 and 14. As if we can get some outside footage as well, very beautifully gets into turn 15, 16. He has been leading for 20. He hasn't been leading for 25 laps, but he really has done a beautiful job. Vladislav Muchilenko wins the Hockenheim Racing League race. Here we can see P2 Maxim Badidi coming along there. I think he'll be very happy, but still has some things to explain to himself if he really wants to win this championship. Steinprinz in P3 on board with him right now. If you can see those beautiful Italian colors exiting the corner for that amazing P3. Well done, everyone. Imran Shaikh in P4, just exiting the few corners of his last few laps. I think we just saw a lap difference. Noah Schneider just giving absolutely amazing donuts, celebrating that they just had a wonderful race. David Leitz also doing, despite having some downturns, amazing donuts. Mr. Vladislav Mochilenko. How do you pronounce your name?
It was good pronunciation.
It's a good pronunciation.
Yeah.
Mr. Vladislav, congratulations on that P1. How do you feel?
Quite good. It's third win of 3 wins in a row. So
3 wins in a row. Well, I'm very impressed. Do you think you'll walk away with this championship with ease, or do you still think I have a lot to do? Because as we can see, Maxim Badidi still wants to get very close to you.
I hope he will close up and it will be a little bit harder for me. But there's still a place for improvement even for me. So
yes.
I just hope there will be more people close to us.
Well, very congratulations with your win, and good luck with your next race.
Okay, thank you.
Wie was de tweede? Max Serp, toch? Want hij heeft een andere naam op zijn Discord. Yep. Max Serp, called in the race Maxim Badidi. Congratulations on that P2. How do you feel?
Yeah, I felt good. I hope to catch Flagey because I was very fast in qualifying and practice.
As we saw.
Yeah, unfortunately, I spun in the first lap, so yeah, I wasn't able to catch up. And then
you were able to get that P2, which is
yeah.
If I have to say, you've pulled off a great race.
Yeah, of course, it was great. I hope to be able to challenge Flagey next race. That'll be good.
Right, sir. Well, congratulations on your P2. Is there anything you want to come back at of your race?
Not really. Just made some silly mistakes by myself. Hope that won't happen. Hope won't happen next time.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in your next race. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
P3 was... Wacht, wie was dat ook alweer? Stijn. Ah ja, natuurlijk Stijn.
Oh.
Stijn Prins, congratulations on that podium spot, P3.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Yeah, it's the best I could do, I guess. A great podium after the last race where I finished P4 after some bad strategy calls. But yeah, the pace at the end was I was matching Maxim's and Fledge's pace, so that was quite good. But yeah, the quali was pretty bad and made some mistakes during the race, so not 100% optimal race for me.
Well, it's very beautiful that you actually acknowledge your mistakes and.
Yeah, I had an incident with David, and yeah, it would be worth a penalty, I guess. I steered into him because I thought I was behind him, but I was next to him apparently. So I spun him around.
If only we had a bloody hell, I just know his name. Charlie Whiting with us.
Yeah.
The penalties. Yes.
Be cool.
Well, may you rest in peace, and congratulations on your P3. And
yeah,
good luck with your next race.
Thanks.
Oké, dus terug naar... als je me kan bellen. Okay. Well, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Hockenheim Ring race of the 8th Racing League. You've got on your P1 Vladislav Mochilenko, P2 was Maxim Babidi, and P3 was Stijn Prins. That was one of the most exciting online races and also my first online race I've ever watched. And I'm very happy that I partake in this team because I am very excited for the next race. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you there then. Good night.